And then I asked, okay, are you a believer? He said, no, but I know something. He was 37, he was married, and he had no break. When he starts to drink one beer, he took the whole pallet. So he was very sick the next day. And when he smoked everything, you know, he had no break. I said, okay, and God will help you with it. When you ask him, he will help you. And he asked a lot of questions about God, about Jesus Christ, for what purpose he died, for our sins, and etc., etc. And at the end of the day, he was crying. I think 2 o'clock in the middle, he was crying. And he said, oh yeah, I feel the heat of the Ark of Noah. And then we prayed with him, and on 3 o'clock he called his wife. He said, tomorrow we go to church.
Normally, one man cannot build such an arch. And he has got the strength and the power of God, and that's to give direction to God. Because it's a sign of God. And Johan is the man who has made it.
Ik vind het voor Schagen, maar ook voor heel Nederland, vind ik een hele mooie attractie. Het is een heel mooi bouwwerk, maar de Nederlandse cultuur is een christelijke cultuur. En het mooie is dat mensen die de Bijbelverhalen niet kennen, die hier te horen krijgen. Of je nou gelovig of niet, vind ik dat het belangrijk is om die verhalen te kennen. Het is een onderdeel van onze cultuur.
I think that people are interested because it's one man and it's his mission to build this boat, and I think that's to do with his faith in God and his Christian beliefs. So I think it's interesting for people.
When I was a young boy at school, the teacher told us the story of the Ark of Noah. So it speaks at your imagination. Because in these days there was many troubles on the world, and Noah said, we go each with two animals, 2 birds, and all the things. We go on the ark, and then if the water comes, I'm gonna save a piece of the humankind. So that's the story. So the story for me is real, because when I see the ark now, in my belief, it looks the same when I was young.
I think it's very impressive what the guy created over here. He had a vision, he had a dream, and he created it in about a year.
Well, I was very impressed, astonished. It's really the Ark of Noah, so yeah, it's amazing.
I was 24 years old. I became a believer. Before that time, I was very shy, you know. When the phone was ringing, I thought, oh, who's this, you know. I was afraid, you know. Hello, this is Johan. I was scared to talk, even in the telephone, you know. But God will change. You can't believe. Now I'm talking and talking and preaching. God changed my life, you know. I'm so glad about that.
依家嘅 Johan 憑住從上帝而嚟嘅信心，面對國際傳媒嘅時候，亦都唔再膽怯，反而好開心咁有機會向唔同種族嘅人傳講上帝嘅説話。
Because God was telling me just 40 years before that I have to trust on Him. Don't make sorrow, because He will make it. You have to pray for it, of course, that He will give the blessing to this ark, that He will give the blessing to my words, what I'm telling to the media. It's not my words, it's God's words, you know. I'm very open, and I'm not afraid to tell about God, you know. So, I will tell the media all over the world that there is a God who knows everybody.
His love for God is of course the most beautiful thing to see. He radiates love for people, but also love for God. And that's very inspiring. And besides that, he's just, to me he's a guide, a boss, a friend and a guide. He guides us, he gives us the chance to find out things for ourselves, to try things. And what I like about him very much is that he's very inspiring. You know, before I came here, I would see something, I was like, maybe tomorrow. But when you see Johan, he is just always busy, and when he sees something, it's done within 5 minutes. And it's really encouraging to be the same. You know, you get inspiration to do things. Not to say, oh, maybe tomorrow. No, now. We have to do it now.
洪水來臨，世界滅亡。即使挪亞費盡唇舌，向世人宣告上帝即將施行懲罰，但其他人只係冷眼旁觀，或者嘲笑戲弄挪亞。今日 Johan 付出咗畢生嘅積蓄，向銀行借貸港幣1000萬去興建方舟。好多人亦都會覺得佢好傻，認為佢應該將錢用嚟投資獲利，享受更豐厚嘅物質生活。
A lot of people they said no, it's not God's will that you do that. It's no problem, and you have to leave it, and you have to stop. Even my own brothers they said no, don't do that. It's not necessary. When you go to church every Sunday, it's enough. Okay? You don't have to tell anybody about God, because God will work in everybody's heart. Now, and I don't believe that, because we have the free choice, and there are people that don't know about Jesus Christ, and if they are coming into heaven, I don't know. But we have the knowledge how to build the Ark of Noah, and God can use us if we are open for Him. So I started making plans for the Ark of Noah.
昔日挪亞建造方舟嘅時候，佢嘅太太同埋3個兒子媳婦都唔知道洪水係幾時會來臨，方舟可唔可以真正保護到佢哋呢？因此，挪亞嘅家人對上帝同挪亞係有極大嘅信心，先可以經歷370個晝夜，見證上帝立下嘅彩虹之約。今日 Johan 嘅屋企人呢，面對興建方舟呢個重大決定，一樣有彷徨同軟弱嘅時候。但當佢哋睇到 Johan 對上帝嗰份委身嘅時候，佢哋先知道 Johan 呢個決定係正確嘅。
It's a little bit crazy. You want to build the ark, but later we talk more about it, and I like it. It's a nice job. I think my daddy is a faithful man, and what God tell him, he does, and man, what he said he does. That's I so think that's how I think of my dad.
Learn from my dad. Yeah, a lot. When you want something, when you really, really want something, you can do it. Whatever it takes. Just building a boat, he got a dream. And he got the money, then he built a boat.
喺荷蘭能夠認識到 Johan， 我深深感受到神嘅帶領，俾2個毫不相識嘅陌生人成為朋友，一齊為方舟嘅事工而努力。
That's my dream. Okay, I know. When I'm going home now, at this moment, I get that. Maybe I get an accident and I'm dead. Okay. Now, that somebody else has to do it. But I have a dream to make the big ark. Maybe in Hong Kong, maybe in Amsterdam. I don't know. But I have a dream to build the big ark, and we go all over the world. So it's coming from inside to tell about God, about Jesus Christ. I'm just a normal businessman, you know. And I'm also a sinner. I'm not a hero. I said to God, please use my hands and my brains to tell people. I just open my heart for Him. I'm also a tool. And you are a tool. And everybody's a tool. Tell about the love of God. He created this world. Unbelievable. Can you make it? I can't make it.
Johan 清楚知道方舟拯救挪亞一家嘅歷史係無可推諉，而且佢知道上帝喜悅現代人建造挪亞方舟，係要讓更多嘅人藉此認識耶穌基督。
This ark has also a cinema, but in the big ark, it's a big cinema, maybe for 1,500 people at once. This cinema is only 150, so we can make it 10 times bigger. We show them a movie, but also all the other stories we can tell to the people, all the Bible stories.